Hi everyone, Lord Crew here, and welcome to my channel. So the topic for today, guys, is about death meta for weekend rank week 125. So without further ado, guys, let's proceed. So as you can see, guys, we already had the result for the top weekend rank, just finished yesterday. And the thing is, the current meta, the dominating meta currently now is War, and followed by Death. So that's a good news for Death Lover. But on the Death meta currently week now, it's still dominated by the board wipe deck, especially on the, if you notice on the top 20 guys, there are like majority of them are board wipe death that are currently in top 10 in the death meta. So we still all know that there's still a zombie, a zoo zombie or zoo death meta, but currently in top 20 board wipe deck. And it means like this is like the dominating for all the death meta here, guys. So first of all, guys, as you can notice, on the top 20, we managed to get 6 players using both wipe deck to enter the top 20. And two of them, guys, managed to get 24 wins. That will be HP Pain and Grandmaster. Both of them use a board wipe deck. And the other top 6 and 7, guys, are dominated by Ingrid and Rafiki, also using a board wipe deck. And on the top 11 to 20, guys, we have two players currently on 14. Viona, 23 wins out of 25. And 16 will be Akota. So, as you can notice, in top 10, everything is dominated by a board wipe deck. Luckily, the number one is War Control, but it's literally out of 10. War Control is only three players who managed to enter in top 10. Three War Control managed to enter the top 10, and four entered as a board wipe deck, guys. So, but overall in top 20, the dominant still is War Control. So, technically means that board wipe deck is a good, it's a one of the popular deck, but one of the most expensive deck also, guys. So, let's check the deck composition, guys, of this board wipe deck, guys. So first of all, H Pain who managed to get 24-25. This is like a little bit different aggro. I think this is like similar to Clutch board wipe deck because I managed to see way back before Clutch managed to get 24 out of 25 board wipe deck, and he does not have, as you can see, it has no Polyhemia, no Hippocrates, and no Neferus Kopesh. Literally, he will rely on Jason as his finisher, guys, for the end games, and literally gonna swarm the board or mill the opponent, guys. So this is like literally the playstyle heal is this: be aggressive, a little bit of casting a lot of minions at the very end, so to control other opponent, and then you will mill your opponent using sulfuric, and then once the end game started, like everything has no more card in the deck, he will use Jason to increase his deck pool, and then use those legendary on Jason to end the opponent. So he will rely. So one down very delicate about this one on this deck is that if Jason's died, he has no more chances of winning. I played this kind of deck. Jason is the very important. If I misplay and manage to discard my own Jason because I overdrawn or something, Jason will be like I'm already an end game, guys. I will not able to manage to win against my opponent because sometimes Demogorgon is not enough. We all know, like everyone knows, like if you play board wipe deck, they already reserving one spell to destroy Demogorgon here, guys. So I like this test. I managed to play this one, but versus board wipe deck against this board wipe deck, the original and a board wipe deck with Polyhemia and Hippocrates will win at the end game because that was like a sure win for if you manage to do an end game here, unless there's like a obliterate full hand what happening. So another one here is also similar to that one. The only difference is he put the witch egg. So he is not only relying with Jason, he's only his end game already is like that witch eggs because this one is like unlimited 3-1. Every time that 3-1 dies, it will go back. But every time I draw a 3-1, it I will manage to play. So this is like a good combo one. I might try to copy this deck, guys. So I'm planning to copy this deck and play this on next week. So I just need that which X one. So that's the difference. Same with H Pain with Clutch, but instead of one, he has like additional an end game tool because we all know this one is also powerful at 3-1. Does 3-1 every time it dies, it go back to the deck. So it means I always have this card in the deck and I can use my blood ritual to kill one of my kill those 1-3-1 and will go back. So it means I will not be scared of like I don't because guys on the end game if you don't have any more deck, the damage you will receive for all those unspent mana. So that means that I have to cast and cast and cast and cast, or else, uh, it will. If once I end my end turn and I still have like unused mana, like 4 unused mana, it will deals 4 damage to my HP. So that's usually the game. So technically, playing board wipe deck, it's a long game because that's also how board wipe deck wins. So another, if we check the top six guys. So this is like another one with so this is like the typical board wipe deck. And as you see, 2 Fleshbind, 1 Sulfuric, Polyhemia, Demogorgon. There's no Jason because he's using 2 Legendary or for endgame. So the advantage of Jason, the problem with Jason, it's random Legendary. This one is sure Legendary, like literally good for endgame, like Polyhemia and Hypacreas. Hypacreas combo with Neferus and same mechanics, like 80% of the deck might be like 90% are identical. This is very expensive because majority are Genesis and other cards. The only the only core and welcome are the flesh binds and the V-Rock and also the health one, the just nibble. So those are the end times, guys. And next, if we compare to another one that managed here is Rafiki, and it's also identical with this with the other one, but the only difference is instead of using Fleshbind, he's using a rune ASP, and he has no Neferus Kopesh, guys. No Neferus Kopesh, and he put rune ASP. I think for more to unlock more mana or draw at the same time. So he has like an option for that one, guys. And then let's go for the top 14, guys. Another board one. So this one has Jason and Polyhemia, but he has no Hypacreas. So this is like also more on a lot of card draw. So another version, but as you can see, the version is majority for endgame. If in War Control, the only changes is on the early cards, on the board wipe deck, majority it changes on the warrior finisher, guys. So his finisher are Jason and Polyhemia, guys, and no Kopesh and no Hypacreas, guys. So that's the difference between the other one and the last board wipe deck will be so this one a Kota. So this one is a little bit so this is his board wipe deck, guys. So as you can see, he has Demogorgon Jason, but he has like a lots of aggressive ones. So he has Apocalypse. So this is like a little bit of a different kind of board wipe deck. But he has like early creatures to either intimidate the opponent, the Ethereal, Vanguard, and as you can see, he has no. So the only thing that been removed here on this board wipe deck is the sleep capability. And as you can see, the sleep capability is gone, and he's trying to be aggressive here, guys. And the good thing is he managed to get a 23 out of 25 win rate here by using this kind of board wipe deck. So it might be like it's like a different version. The original board wipe deck are using sleep to do a early board control. That's what he's taking. But him, instead of like board controlling by using sleep, he will use creatures to counter for other opponent. And as you can see, he used Amazon to kill Trukasmish. He even has dust to dust. He even have some creatures like Deuteria, Vanguard, and Pyramid Warden, just literally to stop. And then later on, once you turn 7, as long as there's Fanatic of Kun, he will manage to use Apocalypse, End Time, and other and as you see, he has this trial of the underworld where summon a random 5 mana creature from either void to your side of the board. Repeat it for 6 to 7 and 8. So this is like a good end game. Hylian, as you can see, so he managed to good a good result on this one. So guys, so we have currently we seen two kinds of actually three kinds of variation of board wipe deck. There's a variation where Jason is their finisher. There's also we see like the old style using Polyhemian and Pacrias, and we're seeing this another third one where instead of sleep as a early board control, he's using a creature like to do so something like thinking your opponent might think that your opponent is a aggro, but instead it's like a combination of a zoo and a board wipe deck combination. As you see, he has Apocalypse and End Times once it reaches 7 and 8, guys. The only thing I noticed that he has no more life healer, guys, compared with the traditional board one. So the traditional one, you have draw, you have ramp, you have heal, and as you can see, he removed his heal, he removed also his draw, majority his draw capability, he removed also a sleep. Literally, this more on creature to creature. A playstyle probably like playing a ramp, like a nature deck, guys. So now, guys, if we check now the overall uh like god meta matchups, guys, as you can see, the most played are nature followed by popularity, but the two are the most dominating uh highest win rate, guys. War is the number one because currently the current meta now is war control and followed by nature. Nature, as you can see, they are almost identical now. It's like 2% different, but who knows, next week everyone will play now war, then nature will become the least become the second most popular now. Who knows? As you can see, Death is 11.9% who played Death, but FYI, you cannot tell here like if all 11% is board wipe deck. This is like a combination, guys, of zombie and board wipe deck or zoo or another build for that, guys. And if we go now to the archetype, guys, as you can see, the highest win rate still are the board wipe deck. They managed to get 70%. There are only few players who managed to build board wipe deck because it's very expensive, guys. Demogorgon expensive, Jason is very expensive, Apocalypse are very. This is like a very expensive deck, guys, and that's the main reason why only 2.2% who managed to build this one. But FYI, they have a highest win rate compared with the other archetype, guys. So if we check the other debt, guys, the sacrifice debt, only 0.1 who build now there, and another the zombie debt, 5.5%. So as you can see, the 11%, 5.5, half of those one are zombie deck. That's why the win rate of debt in matchup is less. As you can see, it's only 46%. And maybe that's the main reason why only 2% of this one are board wipe deck, guys. The rest are like a zoo zombie. So if we check other like zoo zombie here, sacrifice 50%, but it's 0.1. The other dead, guys, is 4%. So there's a zoo zombie and the other dead. The other dead are high chance will be a zoo, a typical zoo deck where it's a mix of more on a creature heavy creature, guys. Okay. So that's the meta analysis for that, guys. And if you like the video, kindly please subscribe and follow and share it, guys. And if you have question and suggestion, kindly please leave me a comment. And see you next week, guys. Have a nice day, guys.
There's a distance between us. It's getting hard to reach out.